Rightio, yeah. Time's come to finally put the health before playing football. So, yeah, I'm retiring end of the year. Obviously love to be on the journey with the boys. Got a couple of big games coming up, but I'll do everything I can to help them. But as I said, time's come to put my health before trying to play football. The feet give me a lot of grief, been in pain for the last 2 years. It's a chance to actually let them heal and move on with my life.
How bad has it been?
Well, I haven't played all year, so they're not great. So they hurt not just playing football in day-to-day life, so it's something, hopefully, not being on my feet all day, every day, will actually give them a chance to heal, and I'd love to be able to run rounds with family and that later in life.
Was it an easy decision in the end?
It's been a long time coming. We got another scan on Friday which just showed there's been no improvement in the last 12 weeks, so it kind of was an easy decision. As I said, long time coming, but yeah, it's never easy.
How frustrating has it been the last few years?
Pretty much my last 4 years have been very much interrupted. It's frustrating, but that's all part of the journey. I'm not the only bloke who's had injuries in my time playing footy, so as we've just seen, like with Sheppy going down this week, injuries are part of football, and so I can't feel sorry for myself at all.
Do you know why you got the injury initially? Is it makeup of your body, or is it?
No, not sure. I think it's just the wear and tear footy's had on my body. Been such a dynamic sport. Maybe if I wasn't a key defender, always starting and stopping, I may have been able to avoid it. But yeah, if we knew the reason behind it, I would have hopefully tried to prevent it.
How confident are the doctors now that giving it rest will let it heal?
No, there's no guarantees it will heal completely. It's something I'm going to have to deal with going forward, and being able to manage the pain and those kind of things.
Do you need more surgery?
We can fuse the toes is the next option, but at this stage, no, there's nothing more really we can do. We've tried everything. The docs here have been great in exploring all the different options we've had. We've tried a few different things, but yeah, just nothing seemed to have worked.
Well, it is. I mean, in my first year here, 2014, easy won the best and fairest, all-Australian squad, and one of the premier key defenders in the competition. And he's a type of player that you put him on the best player in the opposition, the forward line, and he just get it done every week. So going from that to unfortunately doing his knee in 15, and the game changed a little bit, and for Easy to come back and do what he did last year, even that final against Port Adelaide, he won us the game with his brain, really, with his footy smarts. It was just really disappointing his body hasn't held up, because the type of man he's grown into be, the cultural aspect of what he's done behind closed doors, and the development he's helped grow our kids as well, has been first class. He's always handled himself with true professionalism, and he's a clubman. So unfortunately we say goodbye as a player, but hopefully we don't say goodbye as a person, because he's been really important for our footy club since 2006. I think you got drafted, and gone through all the transitions the club's gone through. And we saw the best of him, but not for long enough, because he's been a bit of the forgotten man this year. I mean, he's a really important player for us, and he's going to be sorely missed.
You summed it up by putting a best and fairest as a fullback. It's a little bit unique, isn't it? So it must have been a special player to do that.
Yeah, well, to win the best and fairest as a fullback, took the mantle off Darren Glass, I suppose, and tall or small, it didn't matter. It was just, who's the best player? Easy. Can you just take care of that, and we'll worry about the rest of the team. So to have that was really, I didn't take for granted, but it was such a pleasing thing to have. So dealing with him without being in the side's been really difficult, and no doubt he's in our best 18 if he's fit and available.
How did you see from the outside, Adam, when you were
Yeah, when you look from the outside, you look at the player and you don't realise the person. And so I wasn't surprised he produced what he did when I got here. But what I've come to really admire is how he carries himself, and it's first class. So anyone of our young players who wants to see how you carry yourself around a footy club, the humility which he carries himself is second to none. And I think a lot of our leaders carry that trait, and I think that's holding us in really good stead at the moment.
What do you do now, Eric? Do you sort of hang around the club and offer your expertise and talk about the young guys?
Yeah, so through to the end of the year, whenever our season ends, I'll be here for whatever the boys need. Anyone I can help out. Yeah, obviously there'll be a few boys the further we go, are in a tough spot as well, not being able to play as well. So dealing with them, and I did that in 15, so I've got a bit of experience. Not playing finals. So yeah, anyone I can help them and help out around the club, I'm here for that. They can't quite get rid of me just yet. So yeah, hopefully here for another 3 weeks.
Eric, that moment against Port Adelaide when you slammed the post, that's a very special memory for a lot of fans. How do you reflect on that?
It's probably something, now I can reflect on a lot more. It was, I didn't want that to be my last act on a footy field, but it kind of ended up, that was the way it was. So it's something, I can look back on with a lot of pride. Yeah, I'd like to think that's how I'll be remembered, just doing what I could for the team. That's what I did. Everything I did on the footy field was for the better of the team. It was playing as a full-back. I think that's kind of what you have to do. You always put the team first.
The coach has said you're the best 22, but this club continues to have some injuries. You're one of them. Nick and Gaffney's out, obviously, and now Shep. The challenge now over the next couple of weeks, are you confident they can continue to march on?
Yeah, so we've been able to deal with the injuries and losses that we've had throughout the year. It's just next man up. So we've got guys who've been playing good football in the twos who can step up and play a role. As we've seen all year, guys have just come in and haven't really missed a beat. So I've uttermost confidence in whoever comes into the side.
Has his attitude been the embodiment of why blokes who have been injured, or we've seen it straight away come out and said, well, we just get on with it, we don't go back in. Is that what he...
Yeah, that's. I mean, there's nothing worse than having a long-term injury at an AFL club, because you get disconnected from the group, and as much as you try to stay relevant, you find it difficult. So Eric's been part of that all through 15, and at stages this year, I'm sure it's been really tough. So what he's done, and a really good lesson for our younger players and even our older players, is he's started to work towards the next phase of his life, and we've helped him as much as we can, but he's driven himself in that phase, so he's well organised for the next phase of his life, whilst maintaining connection with the players, which is the most important part, and helping out some of our younger backs coming through the ranks as well. So I've got no doubt that helps our playing group, and it's contributed to where we are now.
What was it like waking up every weekend knowing you're going to play the best people?
It probably makes it easier knowing who you got each week, and you know the ball's going to be kicked to them. So I just loved the challenge of playing on them. I had some really good battles with some of the best key forwards of this era, and a couple of sleepless nights leading into it, but it was very enjoyable.
Who was your favourite challenge? Who did you perhaps enjoy, if you could say enjoy, coming up against?
They all presented very different challenges. I think me and Bud have had a lot of good battles across the time. I'm sure he's probably won more than I have. So, but I'll look back on all those games against those kind of people. The derbies against Pav. So there was just so many key forwards. There's you never get a week off as a fullback. If you told me when I got drafted that I could play 12 years at West Coast, I'd take it. So.
Oh, well done, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers.